The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Carter's daddy dream in jeopardy. Is Daphne facing an infertility battle? If you thought Carter Walton's love story was finally heading towards smooth sailing, think again. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest that just as Carter dares to dream of becoming a father, that dream could be at serious risk. What looks like a whirlwind romance filled with wedding plans and baby talk may soon turn into one of the most emotional storylines the show has delivered in years. And at the center of it all, Daphne Rose, and a potential infertility battle that could change everything. Carter has waited a long time for this moment. After years of heartbreak, bad timing, and romantic misfires, he truly believes he's found the one. Daphne isn't just another love interest. She represents stability, commitment, and the future Carter has always wanted. That future includes marriage, a home, and most importantly, children. Carter has never been shy about his desire to be a father, and lately, he's been wearing his heart on his sleeve more than ever. When Carter dropped to one knee and proposed, it wasn't simply a romantic milestone. It was a declaration of intent. He wasn't just asking Daphne to marry him, he was offering her a life, a family, and a forever. For Carter, this engagement symbolizes the beginning of everything he's been working toward. Daphne, on the other hand, has been walking a more complicated emotional path. Yes, she loves Carter. Yes, she wants a future with him. And yes, motherhood is something she deeply desires. But Daphne is also practical, self-aware, and realistic. She values her independence, her career, and the identity she's built on her own terms. More than once, she's hinted at fears about whether she can truly have it all. On a soap opera, that kind of dialogue is rarely meaningless. Fans have started to notice that Daphne's comments about family and motherhood often come with hesitation. There's a vulnerability in her voice, a lingering doubt that suggests she may already suspect something is wrong. Whether it's fear, intuition, or past medical knowledge she hasn't shared yet, the groundwork appears to be in place for a devastating revelation. Carter, meanwhile, is living in full-on dream mode. He's imagining a picture-perfect future where everything falls neatly into place. Wedding plans, a baby on the way, and domestic bliss, it all seems so close he can almost touch it. His excitement is genuine, heartfelt, and impossible to miss. Unfortunately, that enthusiasm could soon become a source of pain rather than joy. Spoilers for the week of January 12th through January 16th suggest that Carter and Daphne will continue moving forward at lightning speed. From the outside, everything looks perfect. They're planning a wedding, deepening their bond, and talking openly about starting a family as soon as possible. In fact, 2026 preview spoilers hint that this couple is racing toward the altar with one major goal front and center: parenthood. And that's exactly why fans should brace themselves. In soap opera logic, when things seem too perfect, trouble is usually right around the corner. The more The Bold and the Beautiful emphasizes Carter and Daphne's baby plans, the more likely it is that something will go wrong. A shocking medical diagnosis, failed attempts to conceive, or a heartbreaking truth that changes their entire trajectory. Looking back, Daphne may have already dropped a major clue. At one point, she suggested that having a family might not be in the cards for her. At the time, it sounded like insecurity or fear, but now, it feels more like foreshadowing. If Daphne does learn that she can't conceive naturally, the emotional fallout could be enormous, especially given how vocal Carter has been about wanting to be a dad. One of Daphne's biggest fears may not be about infertility itself, but about disappointing Carter. Even though Carter has never pressured her, his excitement about fatherhood could weigh heavily on Daphne's heart. She may start to internalize guilt, wondering if she's robbing him of a dream he's held onto for so long. That kind of emotional burden can create distance, self-doubt, and silence, even in the strongest relationships. But this is where Carter Walton's character could truly shine. Carter has always been portrayed as compassionate, emotionally intelligent, and solution-oriented. If Daphne's fears become reality, there's a strong chance Carter won't walk away, he'll lean in. He may reassure Daphne that their love matters more than biology and that being a family doesn't come in just one form. This could open the door to powerful, meaningful conversations about adoption, surrogacy, or alternative paths to parenthood. Instead of focusing on what they can't have, Carter may encourage Daphne to see what they can build together. If handled properly, this storyline could be one of the most emotional and mature arcs The Bold and the Beautiful has delivered in years. Rather than tearing Carter and Daphne apart, infertility could become the ultimate test of their bond, forcing them to confront fear, disappointment, and uncertainty as a united front. Of course, this is still a soap opera, which means complications are inevitable. Daphne may choose to suffer in silence before opening up to Carter. A medical diagnosis could arrive at the worst possible moment, perhaps during wedding planning or even shortly after they say, "I do." Outside interference, misunderstandings, or an unexpected third party could add even more pressure to an already fragile situation. Still, there's hope. Even if Carter's daddy dream is temporarily derailed, it doesn't have to be destroyed. This journey could redefine what family truly means for both Carter and Daphne. Love, commitment, perseverance, and unity may ultimately matter far more than biology. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers promise unexpected curveballs ahead, and Carter and Daphne's path forward won't be easy. But if they face these challenges together, their story could become one of the most heartfelt and powerful on the canvas. So stay tuned, because this storyline may tug at your heartstrings in ways you never saw coming.